Marcella, thank you for coming. How was your flight?
It went smoothly, thanks for asking.
I'm glad to hear it. I know this was last minute, but I saw your ad and I thought you'd be able to help.
I sure hope I can. Could you tell me more about why you called me here?
Yes, so as I mentioned on the phone, my father slipped and fell on the deck of our boat last week. Apparently he hit his head, and by the time my brother found him, it was too late.
I'm very sorry to hear about your father. If there's anything I can do for you, please let me know.
I appreciate the sentiment. It has been hard, that's for sure. I still can't believe it, but I called you here to help me find my father's killer.
Killer? So I take it you don't believe your father's death was an accident?
I do not. The police ruled it an accident, but I'm not so convinced. You see, my dad was a very fit and active man for his age, and he knew his way around a boat. Whenever he would take us out to sea, he was always very safety conscious. He instilled that in all of us. He knew it was raining that day, and he would have been extra careful navigating the slippery boat deck. I can't imagine he would have been careless enough to lose his footing. It just doesn't make sense. I've barely gotten any sleep at all since the accident. I can't shake this feeling in the pit of my stomach that something is off. None of it seems right to me, and the fact that there are several people I can think of that stand to benefit from his death makes me feel even more paranoid.
I can see that you're hurting right now. I promise I'll do my best to understand what happened that day.
Thank you.
What exactly did the police say? Did they do a thorough investigation?
Not at all. It was an open and shut case for them. They said that the boat was slippery, and he fell, and that was it. They have no reason to suspect foul play, so they didn't do much in the way of investigating.
You mentioned that there are several people that have something to gain from this. In your eyes, who is a suspect?
I hate to say it, but I don't completely trust anyone in my family. Mom and Dad have been living separate lives, and I don't know why. I guess we just pretended like there was nothing wrong, but there is. My brother, Brad, had his hands in a lot of Dad's business dealings. I wish I knew more, but you'll probably need to find out more from him or Mom. Then there's Stephanie Lou, the manager of the Four Sands. I always got a weird vibe from her. She's been very pushy lately about how the hotel should be operated. Now that Dad's gone, I imagine she'll be looking for compensation for all the work she's been putting into it. My father was a powerful man. He was a wealthy local business owner and also a member of the city council. He didn't always get along with everyone.
Where's your father's boat docked?
The boat is called the Little Lucy. It's at the marina in Slip K6.
Can you remind me when your dad's accident was?
Last Thursday.
You've given me some good leads. I'll follow up with the people you've mentioned and then touch base with you.
Thank you. I've arranged a room for you at the Four Sands. Our family owns the hotel, so it was no trouble at all. Just check in with Stephanie Lou at the reception.
Great. I'll talk to you soon.
I'm generally in here studying if you need to ask me anything.
Hello. What can I help you with?
Hi, I'm doing a report for my journalism class. I'm wondering if you could answer a few questions about Jack Delmar.
Sure. Do you have your press pass?
No.
I'm sorry, but I'm only able to speak with registered press at this time. If you can bring in your press pass, I'd be happy to speak with you.
Could I borrow this?
Sure.
Hello. What can I help you with?
Hi, I'm doing a report for my journalism class. I'm wondering if you could answer a few questions about Jack Delmar.
Sure. Do you have your press pass? Great. What kind of questions do you have?
Jack Delmar was your political opponent, is that correct?
Yes. Jack was the incumbent city council person.
And due to his death, you're currently running unopposed. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Where were you last Thursday at 6 p.m.?
I was giving a speech at City Hall.
If you are elected to city council, what kind of changes would you like to see in the city?
I plan to enable policies that will promote tourism and job growth to help move our sluggish economy forward.
Do you think Mr. Delmar's death was an accident?
I trust the officers in charge of that investigation. If they say it was an accident, then that's what I believe.
Miss Delmar? I'm Marcella Moon. Your daughter hired me to look into your husband's death. May I come in? I was hoping I could ask you a few questions.
Yes? Come in.
First of all, I'm very sorry to hear about your husband's passing. I want to help your family gain closure by understanding what happened that evening. Where were you when the accident happened?
I was here in my study. I'm almost always here these days.
Is there something special you're working on?
I've been trying and failing to finish my novel. Some days I think I'm just not cut out for it. I can spend hours just staring out the window with nothing coming to mind. I know there's a story in there, but when I try to bring it out, nothing.
I know firsthand how big of an effect grief can have. Not only on emotions, but also on the mind.
I don't think it's grief. It's... I don't know. A lot of things. I barely know you, and here I am rambling on about my problems.
It's no worries. I love listening to people's problems.
You're a sweet girl.
I'm sorry if this is a painful question, but are there any details you can tell me about what happened the day of the accident? I'm trying to piece it together.
I'm sorry to say that you're wasting your time. We already know what happened that evening. Jack slipped and fell. There's not much else to tell. The police have looked into it.
Your daughter seems to think there's more to it.
I know that she's not well. None of us are. Jack was much too young to have died.
Wow, a lifetime membership. Maybe I should check this place out, see if anyone can tell me more about Jack.
Welcome to the La Fortuna Marine Center. What can I help you with?
Hi, I was wondering if you could tell me, did Jack Delmar come here often?
Are you a reporter?
No, just a friend.
Jack was an avid diver. He's been using our equipment for decades, so I knew him quite well. It's terrible what happened to him. A boating accident, I hear?
It seems strange to me that Jack slipped on the deck of his boat. He always struck me as a careful person. Did you ever see him being careless while diving?
Not that I can think of, but no matter how careful someone is, accidents can happen while diving, boating, or participating in any other water activity. The ocean is unpredictable. Just one unexpected wave is all it would take for someone to lose their footing.
This may seem like an odd question, but where were you when Jack had his accident? It was last Thursday at 6 p.m. I'm trying to find out more about what happened that day.
I was here, at the shop. Unfortunately, I didn't hear anything about it until a few days later.
Hi, I'm Marcella Moon. Jacqueline Delmar said I should check in with you.
Marcella, welcome to the Four Sands Boutique Resort. I hope to make your stay here very special. Just let me know if you need anything at all.
Thanks. I'm sure the room will be great.
La Fortuna Cove is a paradise. Everything you could ever want is within a seashell's throw away. Do you like snorkeling, boogie boarding, surfing?
All of those sound very fun, but I'm here on business.
Understood. Well, I hope you won't forget to enjoy yourself a little while you're here, too. Again, if you need anything, I'm here.
Where were you when Mr. Delmar had his accident?
I was here at the Four Sands, working.
Did you know Jack Delmar well?
Sure, he opened the Four Sands in 1973, but I've been running it on his behalf for many years now.
Did the two of you get along?
Well, I would say so. We didn't always see eye to eye, but I think we worked pretty well as a team. I was obviously so sorry to learn of his passing. How did you say you knew the Delmar family again?
I'm just an old family friend.
I see. Well, this is a very hard time for the Delmars, I'm sure. Your room is down the left hall. Oh, and the Wi-Fi password is coconuts. Let me know if you need anything at all.
How's it going?
Hi, I'm Marcella, Jacqueline's friend. Sorry to barge in on you like this. I didn't expect anyone to be here. I'm fascinated by boats, so Jacqueline told me I could come and take a look around the Little Lucy.
No problemo. I'm just chilling up here before heading out to Liftsip.
Liftsip? That's a mouthful.
La Fortuna Cove Startup Players. It's a great group. The Cove's top minds come together to discuss business opportunities and meet their next co-founder.
You seem very interested in business. Were you involved with your family's hotel business at all?
Dad wanted me to get involved with the hotel. I tried to get pumped about it and bring in some fresh ideas. But running a hotel is boring. I always told Dad we could make way more money if we branched out. I mean, come on. There's this hot new thing called the internet. Have you heard of it? People aren't staying in hotels these days. Check out the sharing economy.
What did you mean when you said branch out?
I've got so many new ideas to bring to the table. One that I'm working on right now, I'm particularly psyched about. Have you ever arrived at a restaurant with a group of friends and found out you would have to wait 2 hours to get a table? What if you could pay to get in early? We're gonna capitalize on that. Here's how it works. A restaurant concierge stand in line at La Fortuna's hottest nightclubs, taquerias, and happy hour hangouts. You can pay to take their place in line at any time. The closer our stand-ins get to the front of the waiting list, the more that transaction's gonna cost ya. That's just one of many ideas I've got going on right now. Once it takes off locally, I'd like to bring it to the LA market. That's where the real action is.
Where were you when the accident happened?
I was at a lift sip meeting. I go every Thursday.
Do you spend a lot of time on the Little Lucy?
Yeah, you could say that. Anything you want to know about this boat, I can tell you.
Have you ever experienced any safety issues on board when it was raining? For instance, slipping on the deck?
Not personally, but it can happen, especially if it's raining. I don't hang out on the boat when it's raining though. I'd rather hit the gym or something.
Did you and your dad go boating often?
Yeah, we like to cruise. Out on the open water is freedom. La Fortuna Cove has some awesome animals. Seals, dolphins, even sharks. But not the kind that'll bite you. Just leopard sharks. They're only a couple feet long. Dad and I like to dive near the caves too. They have some crazy underwater rock formations over there.
Are you close with your family?
Yeah, they're super chill. I'm thinking about moving out soon though. 26 and living at home isn't a good look with the ladies.
Were you close with your father?
Yeah, but you can't be sad forever. You gotta look on the bright side, love life, and make the most of every day, you know?
I've collected alibis from everyone Jacqueline mentioned as a suspect. I should start trying to confirm some of them. Getting late though. I think I'll end my investigation for today. How do you like running the Four Sands?
Oh, it's great, especially with the new renovations that are being planned. Things are going to be getting exciting around here very soon.
Renovations?
I've slowly been convincing the Delmars to fix this hotel up. When I started managing the hotel, it was an old dump. Personally, I vote for fresh, modern, breezy decor to bring in the modern business and leisure traveler.
Is this something the Delmars want to do?
Yeah, well, admittedly, I think Brad is more interested than Jack ever was. I can say a lot of good things about Jack Delmar, but he was never much for change. He liked things the way he liked them, and that's why this hotel hasn't seen many upgrades in more than a decade.
I think there's a problem with my sink. The handle is loose, and it won't stop dripping.
Thank you for letting me know. I will see to it personally.
Hello?
Hi, is this Sarah speaking?
Yes, who's this?
Hi, my name is Marcella. I'm with the Four Sands Hotel in La Fortuna Cove. I'm just following up on a guest survey you took the other day.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember the name of the person who surveyed you on April 22nd?
I think it was Stephanie?
Is there anything we can do to make your stay right?
Not really. I wanted to smell the ocean breeze in my room at night, not cabbage. I can cook cabbage at home for free.
Was the smell in your room more like a red cabbage or Savoy?
I don't know.
Thanks again for taking the survey.
Sure, bye.
It sounds like Stephanie was here doing guest surveys at the time of the accident, so her alibi checks out. Sounds like Brad was at the lift SIP meeting last Thursday like he said. It looks like Kaya was here at the time of Jack's death. Looks like Angel Fernandez was at City Hall last week on Thursday. That confirms his alibi. There's just one alibi I haven't been able to confirm yet. I need a key. Porpoise Rock tonight at low tide. I need to find out where Porpoise Rock is. Were you at home last Thursday evening?
No, I was at school.
Do you really think one of your family members could have killed your father?
Truthfully, I'm not sure. But neither of them seem to be as upset as I am about Dad's death. My whole world has been turned upside down, and Mom and Brad don't seem to care. They both quickly accepted that Dad's death was an accident, even though that doesn't make sense at all. I'm just so frustrated with them, and I don't know what to think. They say most murders are someone close to home, right? So I don't think it hurts to investigate.
Can you tell me more about your dad?
Dad was defined by his hotel business, which he built from the ground up. It was his favorite thing to talk about. That and the ocean. When he wasn't working, he was always out in the water in some form or another. He loved his boat, the Little Lucy, and he was a great diver. He tried to get me and my brother just as interested in the water as he was. It worked on my brother, but me, not so much. Dad was like the glue of our family. He could always get Mom laughing, and he always had something to teach me and my brother. I miss him so much.
What can you tell me about your parents' relationship? Why was it so cold towards the end?
I never really knew. I guess it's been for the past few years or so. They weren't mean to each other or anything, just you could feel this tension whenever they were in the same room.
Why did they stay together?
My guess? Mainly because my dad was still in love with my mom. He'd always hoped they could work things out. I'm not sure why she stayed. Maybe because she didn't know what else to do.
What are you reading?
I'm studying for my chemistry final exam. I really want to ace it, since that's what I'm planning to study in college.
Oh, what colleges are you thinking of applying to?
I already got into Dartmouth. I start in the fall. I'm so excited to get away from SoCal for a while.
You don't like it here?
It's not that, but I've lived here my whole life. I'm ready to see something new.
Can you remind me when your dad's accident was?
Last Thursday.
I'll follow up with you when I have something.
Okay, thanks. Okay.
Do you know where Porpoise Rock is?
Sure, it's a spot below the cliffs at the Cove. Why?
I need to get there. Can you tell me how?
Of course. Here's what you have to do.
Someone's coming. I'm out of here. So I left in a hurry and came back to fill you in.
Wow, it sounds like there has been a lot going on recently. A cruise ship terminal, a potential eco-terrorism plan, and Dad was involved somehow. I guess there is a good reason to believe he might have been murdered after all.
It's possible. I'm definitely starting to uncover some interesting secrets. I'll continue to investigate until I can get to the bottom of this.
Thank you for everything you've done so far.
My pleasure. I think I'm going to call it a night, but I'll touch bases with you tomorrow.
Sounds good. Talk to you soon.
There's a locked drawer in your parents' study. Do you know where I can find a key?
Check the bottom of the pencil cup.
I'll follow up with you when I have something.
Okay, thanks.
Aha! Here's something interesting. I'm sure these letters mean something. Seal, whale, sea. I think these words relate to something I've seen before. This must be Jack and Lydia. DeFrangio's. Jack mentioned this in his diary. Jack was planning to meet someone at the boat at 5, an hour before he died. Who is Dolphin? Lydia, are you Dolphin?
What are you talking about?
It's very important that you tell me the truth. I followed you to Porpoise Rock, and I know about your secret organization. And I really need to know who Jack was talking to the day he died.
Hold on. You've been following me? Why would you do that?
I can explain more later, but please, I have reason to believe your husband met up with someone named Dolphin the day he died, and that he might have been murdered. I need more info to be sure.
All right. What do you need to know?
Can you start by telling me about your organization?
The Ocean Defense Coalition is an activist group. We started out working to expose unethical fishing practices, politicians who accepted bribes from oil companies, and businesses that contributed to marine pollution. Behind the scenes, we've been very successful over the years.
And you and Jack were both members?
We founded it. It was a long time ago, when Jack was still passionate about saving the environment. And then once Jack got elected to city council, we had an even bigger in. He worked to promote sustainable policies from the inside, while the rest of the group tried to rally public interest in sustainable causes. But then things began to change. Jack started to feel a conflict of interest. With tourism being a boon for the hotel business, he lost his edge as our leader. The ODC floundered, and the bad seeds like Angel Fernandez started to have a bigger voice in the city council.
Is that why you and Jack had been fighting?
Yes, it's a big part of it. I'm upset with the choices he made. Towards the end, I felt he was not the same man I thought I had married. I still miss him. I'm heartbroken we didn't get the chance to fix things.
I have something to show you. It's a journal that belonged to your husband. I think you should read it.
Where did you get this?
I found it in one of Jack's boxes. Please, just look through it. It explains a lot of what Jack was thinking. Maybe it will help you work through things. Lydia, he really loved you. He may or may not have been right, but he only did what he thought was best for you and your family.
My Jack. I can't bear to think he's really gone. Thank you for this.
You're welcome. Now please, do you know who Dolphin is? If this person met up with Jack an hour before his death, I need to speak with them.
Yes, I know who Dolphin is. It's a code for a member of our group.
Who?
Kaya Bowman?
Thank you. I need to go speak with her right away.
But you can't really think she murdered Jack, can you?
I don't know yet, but I'll find out.
Please, be careful.
I will. I'll talk to you later. Hmm. Kaya, I wasn't expecting to find you here. What are you doing on the Delmar's boat?
Marcella, nice to see you. I was just checking in to see if I could speak with Brad. It looks like he's not here, so I'll come back later.
Actually, I've been looking for you. I have reason to believe you were the last person to speak with Jack Delmar on the day he died.
I don't think you know what you're talking about.
Yes, I do. I know that you were part of a secret society called the Ocean Defense Council, along with Jack and Lydia Delmar. Your code name is Dolphin. And you were chatting with Jack right before he died. I have the proof, and I've already shared it with Lydia.
You should really stop nosing around in other people's private affairs.
What's that in your hand?
None of your business.
It looks like a dolphin necklace. Let me guess. You left it on the boat the last time you were here. You thought it would be incriminating, so you came back to collect it before anyone else could find it. So, what was it that Jack said that made you decide to murder him?
I didn't murder him. It was an accident.
An accident?
It was awful. Jack and I were arguing about the future of the ODC. He tried to calm me down, and I pushed him away, but he fell, and he hit his head. Jack was my friend for many years. I would have never wanted anything bad to happen to him. You have to believe me.
I do. But even if it was an accident, you need to own up and take responsibility for it. A life was lost. Jack had a family who loved him, and they deserve to know the truth.
Please don't turn me in.
I think I have to.
Then I think I have to do this. There's gotta be more fuel in here somewhere. This can't be happening.
I need to send a message to someone before she comes back.